everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Every wide receiver in the NFL wants to be a top target, and two players will be trying to be that today. It's Macklin's Browns going up against Green's Dolphins. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in one of America's finest cities, Miami, Florida. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. For the first time with Devontae Freeman. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
Here we go now. Green, 90.
On third and long, it's Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
This is taken at the 18. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over, first and 10. First carry of the game here for Trey Mason. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Cousins now on second down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. And that'll bring up a third and 1. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
Third down and 1. First carry for Matt Forte. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Back to the ground on first, it's Forte. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And a look at the starters for the Miami defense.
Eric Reed is a safety that you can use all over on defense, both in the box as a tackler and back deep as a cover man.
Second down, Cousins sets up the screen to Forte. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Cousins. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. He hits Baldwin right side. And he's brought down. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time. And it paid off on that play.
On 1st down, this is Forte. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And now the starting defense for the Browns.
David Harris is a playmaker at inside linebacker and also one of the most durable guys in the league.
2nd down following the incompletion. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back near his goal line. Here's Bortles. And caught right side, Green. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And take it right on the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Now a play fake here on first down. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. On second down, Cousins again. Drops it underneath to Forte. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. A second down throw for Cousins. And he whips that one incomplete there. Ben Watson was the intended target. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. On third down, Cousins. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Now Cousins on fourth down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, Freeman. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And the man who helped Florida State to a national title in 2013, Devontae Freeman, reeling off a nice run.
I remember when he came out of school and I was evaluating him for the NFL draft. I loved a lot of his game. Run it, catch it, block. But I loved how hard he played. He played every play as if it were his last, and that ran him to the Pro Bowl after the 2015 NFL season. I liked the boldness, and I liked that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Slow. Here we go. Blue 45. Black 58, rail. Black 58, rail. Green.
On play action, now Bortles. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Leopard. Here we go. Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on 1st down. He hits his target, left side, Watson. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Cousins on 1st down. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. It's the rookie Noah Spence out of Eastern Kentucky in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Now Cousins drops it underneath to Forte. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd.
Detroit! Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit!
Play fake. Cousins trying to lay one up deep. Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Freeman again. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go now.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. They find some open field here. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Red zone opportunity.
Now let's go.
From the red zone now, Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Ten yards still left on second down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Now Cousins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Matt Forte, a great receiver out of the backfield, was the intended target. And it'll be 4th down.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left to the upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we check in with Larry Ritt. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Cousins to throw it this time. And Watson has it right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Forte. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Again, they run. Again, it's Forte. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, Forte. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. And he fires one, but incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Michael Kanan now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Dan Williams there to make the tackle. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he's brought down after a good gain.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. It makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And this is caught at the 8. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Doug Baldwin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are back within a score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Now Bortles. And Green with a catch left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to loft one. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Dolphins. 35 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from it, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a 1st down.
So So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, first and goal. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
6 yards still to go here on second and goal. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A.J. Green with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And his kick is good. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kyle Van Noy in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Second down, Cousins. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Ryan Robinson in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Third and long for Cousins. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Ryan Robinson in there again to drop him for the second straight play. And it'll be 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
Now a play fake here on first down. Finding time. Airing one out deep for Holmes here. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. On second down, Cousins again. Baldwin with it over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On third down, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sylvester Williams in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Kyle Van Noy in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Well, Charles, there's an old saying, don't let a loss beat you twice.
You're exactly right about that, Brandon. When you look at it and all of your preparation went into winning this week, now you have to absorb a loss and find a way to shake it off.
So for the Dolphins, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.